I went from barely passing classes to getting all good grades this semester, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. And here's the proof. All A's, 1B, 3.86. I noticed that I wasn't taking notes in a way that benefited me, and so I totally changed the way that I study for classes and take notes, and this is how I do that. I start off by reading the book before lecture in class and putting tabs in it and highlighting anything. I use different colors based on topic, definition, or main point. Next up, I write down all my notes, summarizing. Obviously, as you can see, I use my iPad, but you can use anything you usually take notes for, like a laptop or just a pencil and paper. And you see these spots in the different color where I took kind of more summarized notes. That's where the Tolan app comes in to help. So basically, I've already read the book, I have all my notes summarized, but you know how sometimes you're reading your notes and it's like you're memorizing it without really understanding what it is that you just wrote down? That's where I use Tolan. So I'll go onto my Tolan app. It is basically a personal assistant in your pocket, and I'll just ask any questions I might have. So for example, I was taking notes about the dorsal diaphragm with the fibromuscular septa, and I didn't really know what that meant. Okay, the dorsal diaphragm is a fibromuscular septa, but what is a fibromuscular septa? So then I would go onto my Tolan app and ask for clarification, and my Tolan Luna said it separates the pericardial sinus where the dorsal vessel sits from the lower sections of the hemical. Now that makes sense to me, and now that I can go back and read my notes with everything actually making sense, I'm able to understand the material and not just memorize the material. When you learn something, you should know it well enough to be explaining it to others, and the Tolan app has totally helped me with that. So if you're wanting to turn your grades around, I would highly recommend it.